Hello there, I'm Anna Namjofar, and today we are going to teach you American English File 2, Lesson 2A. The topic is right place, wrong place. Right is the opposite of wrong. Pay attention here. The right opposite of wrong means true, and wrong means false. True person or true place, but false person. Okay. There are two couples here, and here they're going to go on a trip. They're going to travel somewhere. But before, they knew each other beforehand, and this lesson, this reading is exactly about the place that can be perfect for you, but the weather, and also the weather is wonderful, but that couples are not a good match for each other. They are not a good match and perfect match for each other. Means this boy is not acceptable for that girl, and that girl is not acceptable for that boy. Okay, so we are going to check all these vocabularies, but highlighted vocabularies first of all, and then we will go to read it completely. Okay, so the place is perfect. The weather is wonderful. Let's check first, as I told you, let's check first hostile, atmosphere, flirting, breakup, and next part is view, felt sorry for her, and disaster. And then here, let's check it again from the first part. Hostels. So, wanted to stay in hostels. Hostels means a kind of cheap hotel, okay? A kind of cheap hotel. Atmosphere, you know atmosphere. In Farsi, again, we call it atmosphere, yeah? Flirting, it doesn't have a good meaning. Flirting means somebody is having eye contact with someone else, but not in a good way. Yeah, so sexually attracted to someone. So flirting. Okay, and then next vocabulary is breakup. Breakup means you are with someone, and all of a sudden you cut your relationship. You understand that? Cut your relationship. Okay, breakup. And view is a kind of, for example, you are in your house, in your apartment, and from your window, you will see the outside, and the view is like a park, the view is mountain, the view is sea, or something like that. Felt sorry for someone. So felt is past form of feel, and we will call it felt. Okay, so simple past of, and that's, of course, this is irregular verb. Yeah, as I told you before, irregular and regular in last, I suppose in the last lesson, or maybe lesson one, or American English File 1, if I'm not mistaken. These are some irregular verbs, like go changes to went. Spend changes to spent. Okay, we don't need to add ed to the end of our verbs. Like go changes completely. Go, went. Spend, spent. Want, wanted. Stay, stayed. Know, knew. Sunbathe, sunbathed. Begin, began. Leave, left. Be, was and were. Think, thought. Argue, argued. Take, took. So some of them are regular and some of them are irregular. Whenever we add ed at the end of our verbs, they are regular. And whenever we change the verb completely to the past form, simple past, we will call them irregular. You understand that? Okay. And now let's carry on to that reading part. Disaster. Disaster means something bad. Yeah, horrible, horrible disaster. Okay, this is a synonym of disaster. Yeah, means very bad. Okay, now let's check it again. The place is perfect. The weather is wonderful. The place is perfect. Perfect means good, means very good, great. And the weather is wonderful. Wonderful again means perfect. Yeah, unbelievable, wonderful, amazing. But If you are with the wrong person, if you are with the wrong person, a vacation can be a disaster. A vacation or a travel can be a disaster. Means very bad, awful. Joey, 28, a flight attendant. A flight attendant is a job, okay? So he is a flight attendant. Means a crew, yeah? He works in an airplane. Last October, I went on vacation to Thailand for 2 weeks with my girlfriend. So they went is past form of go. We went, I went, you went. I went on vacation to Thailand. Thailand is a place for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks with my girlfriend. She's his girlfriend, Maya. Her name is Maya. The vacation began well. Began means started. So began is past form of begin. Began, begun. The vacation began well means very good. We spent, again, past form of spend. We spent 2 days. They were 2 days in Bangkok and saw the floating market. So floating market means the market that is on the street. And royal place. A royal place again is a name of somewhere. Sorry, palace. This is a palace. Royal palace. Palace is a kind of somewhere nice. Yep. But things went wrong. So things went wrong. Went is past from a go. Yeah, like go wrong. When we left Bangkok, I wanted to stay in hostel. So he was willing to stay in a cheap hotel, which were basic but clean. Past basic with and clean means tidy. But Maya, she said, past form of say, they were too uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is the opposite of comfortable, means not cozy. Yeah. So we stayed in very expensive hotel. I wanted to experience the local atmosphere. He wanted to be in a kind of local atmosphere. محلی. جو محلی باشه. But Maya just wanted to go shopping. Maya wanted to go shopping. Okay, for shopping, we always say go shopping. I went shopping. I will go shopping. I thought I knew Maya well. من فکر می‌کردم مایا رو خیلی خوب بشناسم. But you don't know a person until you travel with him or her. It was awful. Awful means very bad. A disaster. We argued about everything. We had an argument. We argued. Argued is a verb. Yeah? Past form of argue means we talk together a lot about different stuff and we don't reach an agreement about anything. So we argued about everything. For our last 4 days, we went to Koh Chang, a beautiful island. It was like being a paradise. Paradise in Persian, we will call it paradis, yeah, like heaven. So it means heaven. The weather was beautiful and the beaches were wonderful. Guys, beautiful, wonderful, amazing, perfect. All of them are positive adjectives. But we just sunbathed without speaking. We spent our last night back in Bangkok and we met is past form of meet. ملاقات کردن, visited some travelers from Australia. They were really friendly and Maya started flirting with one of the boys. So Maya, he thinks that Maya is or was started flirting with someone. That was the end. Yeah, when he saw Maya was flirting, that was the end of the relationship. They wanted to break up. When we arrived at O'Hare International Airport the next day, means tomorrow, the day after, we decided to break up. They decided to drift apart. Drift apart means break up. I took hundreds of photos, but when I got home, I didn't show them to anyone. Okay, so they broke up. The relationship didn't work well. Laura, 26, a nurse. Last spring, my best friend Isabel and I booked a vacation in Costa Rica. We rented a small house for a week with a fantastic, again, guys, fantastic means amazing, means wonderful, positive, okay? View of the ocean. At the last minute, another friend, Linda, asked if she could come too. اینجا بچه asked if she could come. اینجا یعنی که آیا. If means که آیا. It doesn't mean اگر. Okay? So ask که آیا. پرسید که آیا اون میاد یا نه. So we felt sorry for her because she had problems with her boyfriend. So we said yes. Costa Rica was magical. Magical means something nice, magic, سحرآمیز, okay? Something nice and surprising. And the weather was perfect, again, positive word. But the vacation was a disaster for one simple person. So disaster is a bad word. Linda was so cheap. Oh my God. So Linda was a cheap person. Means she doesn't pay for anything. She's a cheap. She's kind of acting like poor. Okay? She has a good job, so she's not poor. But she didn't want to pay for anything, as I told you before. When we meant sightseeing, she didn't want to go on any cruises or do any nature activities. But nature activities can be different stuff. Like you go hiking, you go zip line, you go to, on a tour, or you go camping, you go somewhere outside, in nature. So any nature activities that cost money. So you must pay money for that. When we meant on a zip line, بچه went is past form of what? Go. Okay? On a zipline tour, she complained. شکایت کرد. She complained that it was too expensive. Oh my God. So she doesn't pay for anything. She always complained and she's so cheap. When we meant to have lunch or dinner, she always wanted to go to cheap restaurant. Yeah, so she doesn't go to kind of expensive restaurants to pay money for the food. Or she bought a sandwich and ate it in the house. Oh my God. So, but the night I invited her and Isabel out on my birthday, she chose the most expensive things. Imagine you invite someone to the restaurant, so that person order the most expensive thing on the menu, so you have to pay money for that person. Yeah, maybe yours is much cheaper, and also that person, whenever she invites you or whenever she goes with you, she doesn't pay for herself. Yeah, so the worst thing was that although اگرچه, see, although Isabel and I paid for the house, Linda never once bought us a coffee or a snack. Yes, she didn't even pay for a coffee or a snack. I'd love to go back to Costa Rica one day, but without Linda. Yeah, Linda is not a good, company. Company همراه. Company is a person who comes with you on a trip. Okay, guys. My perfect summer vacation. Which do you prefer? Going abroad. Abroad means outside of the country. Yeah. So going abroad or going on vacation in your country, going by car. So for car, plane, train, bus, and every public transportation, we will say by. Go by car, by a bus, by plane, by train, going to the beach, going to the city, staying in a hotel, going camping. So for camping, we will use the verb as like go. Go camping. Tanning is a kind of acting. When you go on beach, you will lie on the beach and you will tan yourself. You sunbathe. So going sightseeing, going for walks, guys. So go will be used for different activities. Did you understand that? Here we will use go for each of them. Going sightseeing, going for walks, sunny weather, cool, cloudy weather, hot, going with friends, going with your family. Okay? So don't forget, whenever you are asked by a person to talk about your vacation, you must use go for each activities. Don't forget it. All right. And next part is about reading and the questions that must be answered by you related to that readings. So where did he or she go on vacation? Where did they go? Bangkok, I suppose. Yeah. Thailand. Yeah. Who did he or she go with? His girlfriend, Maya. Number 3, where did he or she stayed? So expensive hotel. And number 4, what was the weather like? So beautiful. And the weather was beautiful. Yeah. Why didn't he or she enjoy the vacation? Because they argued with his girlfriend. Yeah. He argued with his girlfriend. And about next part, Laura. So let's answer them again about next reading. So where did you go on vacation? Costa Rica. Number 2 is 2 friends, Isabel and Linda. Number 3 is small rental house. Number 4, perfect. Number 5, because Linda was so cheap. So their relationship didn't work well. All right, and right now let me start again. That reading was explained by that person, like Joe, and that reading was explained by Laura. Okay, but right now we are going to listen to that listening, but on behalf of this person, Maya, and here is who was that person? Linda. Okay, so let's listen and answer all the questions. Okay, but before listening to that part, I want you to pay attention to these 5 questions and write the keywords, underline the keywords, like her relationship with Joe before they went. So what does Maya say about the relationship? What does Maya say about the place? What does Maya say about talking to other travelers and photos and going on vacation with a boyfriend? And next part, let me go down, scroll it down. Costa Rica. What does she say about the Costa Rica? What does she say? So what does she say about what they did there? What does she say about the cost of her vacation? What does she say about her next vacation? Guys, I will play this listening. I want you to give it a listen about that part, and answer them yourself. Okay, you must pause the video and then answer. And again, you start again and I will explain it to you. All right? Now, let's get started.
1.34 Mia. It was a really terrible vacation. It was my fault. I mean, I wanted to go to Thailand, but I knew before I went that I didn't really want to have a serious relationship with Joe. And the vacation just showed how different we are. He irritated me all the time. He wanted to stay in some really cheap hostels because he thought the hotels were too expensive. I didn't want 5-star luxury, but when I go on vacation, I want to be comfortable. The places where Joe wanted to stay were very basic and had very small rooms. There's nothing worse than being in a very small room with someone when you're not getting along very well. Another thing I didn't like was that Joe got very jealous. When you're traveling, part of the fun is talking to other travelers, but he hated it if I talked to other people, especially other men. And then he kept taking photos, hundreds of them. Every time we saw a monument, he said, "Go and stand over there so I can take a photo." I hate being in photos. I just wanted to enjoy the sights. The vacation was all a big mistake. Never go on vacation with a boyfriend if you're not sure about the relationship. It's sure to be a disaster.
Okay, if you didn't understand, I suggest you go back to that lesson again. Listen to that part again and again, over and over, until you understand that completely. And then start it with number 135, okay? So let's listen to the second part and answer number 1 to 4.
1.35
I will show
Linda.
the script.
Oh, it was a wonderful vacation. I loved every minute. Costa Rica is just a paradise. We did everything. We went on a zipline tour, we did all kinds of fun nature activities, and we had some amazing meals. And you know, everyone says that Costa Rica is expensive, but I didn't think it was. It wasn't an expensive vacation at all. I thought it was pretty reasonable. We all got along very well. I think I'm going to suggest to Isabel and Laura that we go on vacation together again next year.
Okay, did you get that? I suppose it was kind of easy and walk in the park. So let's check the answers together. And number one is she didn't want to have serious relationship with Joe. She didn't like them. She prefers more comfortable hotel. Yeah. Do you remember? And in the past, in the reading, he said, I wanted to be in a kind of hotel, but Maya doesn't want to be in cheap hotel. She's looking for a kind of expensive hotel, but her opinion is completely different. Like she says, I prefer to be in a comfortable hotel. Yeah. So it means don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. Number three, Maya liked talking to other travelers, but Joe was very jealous. Number four, Joe took hundreds of photos. She didn't like this as she hates with being in photos. And number five, only go on vacation with a boyfriend if you are sure about the relationship. Okay, guys, so the listening must be done by yourself. Every time you must listen and listen and listen over and over to understand that well and truly. Okay, now next part, number 1 to 4. Here are the answers. So there you go. Number 1, Costa Rica is a paradise and not expensive. Number 2, they went on a zipline tour, did some fun nature activities, and had amazing food. Number 3, it wasn't expensive. Number 4, because she didn't pay for anything actually. Number 4, she wanted to go somewhere with Isabel and Laura, right? Okay, that's it. And listening has been done. Grammar, as I explained that before, so it is about regular and irregular verbs. I don't think you have a problem in here, but we will go to page 128 and let's take a short look at this grammar. Simple past, regular and irregular. I explained that, but I will repeat it again one more time. I stayed with a friend. So stayed is the positive form, affirmative. And if you are going to change it to negative form, so you will say didn't stay. Yeah. So for past, we will use did. Didn't, did. And for the question, again, we start our question with did. Did you stay for the weekend? All right. And answer short form, yes, I did. No, I didn't. WH question is after WH forms like where, what, who, how. We always use auxiliaries like did, do, does. So here, because of the past form, we will answer a question like where did you stay? Where did you stay? Why did you go there? Yeah, did you understand that? All right, and here there are some irregular forms. Worked, stayed, liked, study. So every time when we have Y, so we omit Y and add IED, okay? And stop, we add one more P here. Don't forget it. So if you, oh my God, let me clean it. Okay, so yeah. So on the right side here, there are some examples, and this exercise must be done by you. So pause the video to check them all yourself, and then again, I will explain and show the answers to you. All right, pause it. Did you do it correctly? Check the answers. All right, go on the right. Pause the video to answer them all. Yep, let's check them. Did you answer them right? Okay, let's get back to page 13. Page 13. Here, I suppose we've done this part. And right now, we'll go right and straight to the pronunciation. Regular verbs like ed form. So sometimes ed sounds t, and sometimes sounds de, and sometimes sounds ed. Like we booked a vacation, we walked around the town, sunbathed. So it sounds de, and argued, again, it sounds de. We rented ed, it sounds ed, and we decided, it sounds ed again. All right, now let's get a lesson.
1.37.
Tie. T. We booked a vacation. We walked around the town.
Dog, d. We sunbathed on the beach. We argued about everything.
Id. We rented a house. We decided to break up.
Okay, so for the next part, we have different verbs and they sound differently. Like T sound, D sound, ed sound. Arrive. You change it to the past form. Arrived. It sounds d. Ask, asked. Ended. Invite, invited. Like, liked. Love, loved. Need, needed. Park, parked. Start, started. Stay, stayed. See? Okay. And right now again, let's listen to this part.
1.38. Arrived. Asked. Ended. Invited. Liked. Loved. Needed. Parked. Started. Stayed.
Okay, guys. And I suppose our lesson two, it was two, yeah. Lesson two has been done. And for the last part, I want all of you to answer all these questions about your last vacation. So imagine you went on a trip last vacation, last summer or last holiday, and let's cover all these 10 questions. Like, where did you go? When did you go? Who did you go there with? Where did you stay? What kind of food did you eat? Or what did the food like? What did the weather like? What did you do during the day? What did you do at night? And did you have a good time? Did you have any problems? All these questions can be answered by you right now because you know the grammar right now completely, well and truly, and it can be covered by you correctly. Okay, so if you have any problem about this lesson, you can comment it here below and I will answer whenever I can see that comment. Okay, guys, I hope you have lots of fun during the day. So see you next time. Bye-bye.